My name is Shem Mwikia. Welcome to Past Life Kenya. I know you're asking yourself, why is this guy standing in the middle of some stairs? I am about to check in and meet Wamboy, Brian, and Maureen, commonly or popularly known as Elani Music. So we're gonna be speaking to them for a bit. I'm told I'm about to enter the, I don't know, is it the brainstorming house, the songwriting house, or is it both? One of those things. But anyway, let me be courteous and no, let me not just walk in. It's Pulse Life Kenya.
What you want? What you want?
So my neighbor just told me that y'all got like some really good like music going on inside here. How you guys doing? How you doing?
Hi. Hello. Welcome.
Say hello to the audience, guys. People.
Hi, how are you? Welcome to our songwriting session. We hope that you enjoy it. Come on.
That's the word I was looking for. Songwriting session, man. I went through everything. I said brainstorming house, storm singing house. Anyway, so welcome to the ADHD is real, isn't it? All right. So for those of you guys who don't know, this is.
Ooh. I'm so sorry I took your mic. My name is Maureen.
My name is Brian.
My name is Aboy.
And this is Elani.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for welcoming me into your beautiful home. First things first, let me say the decor. See the words that I'm using now? The decor in here is beautiful. Speaking of yellow, we're going to be talking about that in just a second. All right, anyway, man, how you guys doing? How's the morning? It's so cold.
It is so cold. I don't understand. And we've been having... Yeah, this is freeze and shine. This is just for you guys.
Just for you.
She couldn't find a yellow sweater like the rest of us. So here she is.
This is master.
For Pulse Life, we'll do it for you. We'll do it for you guys.
So, guys, I'm told this is the songwriting house, the songwriting trap house.
Yeah, this is the house, man. The house of the hits. Hapa ndo tunakaanga, manze, tuna vibe. So currently, we're trying to write something.
What are the chances we write a new song like Pulse Live featuring Elani Music today?
Oh my God, yeah. That'll be so fun. Do you have any skills?
I'm very, I did like 5 guitar lessons this one time.
Yeah?
Let me tell you,
That should
I
help.
can play a mean A. I can
Sometimes
play
2 chords is
So
all.
hard learning the guitar. By the way, ni ngumu sana. Mkiweza kutoboa, by the way, watu wakuklapie. Ni ngumu. It's so hard.
So most of you guys may have noticed that we're all in yellow.
Yes.
The house is yellow. Like, we're the yellow fellas. That's our new name now. That's us now.
That's a wonderful
Just
name.
so you guys have a new album coming out soon, Colors of Love. First song just dropped a couple of weeks ago. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
But first I just want to find out why yellow. Why did you guys choose yellow for the album? Let me come over here. Why did you choose yellow for the album?
I'm fine, thank you.
Why did you choose yellow for the album?
Yellow was a very specific color that we picked because this whole album the name of the album is called Colors of Love. And we are telling a story of a couple from beginning to end, right from when they meet to when they fall in love to when their love really just catches all the fire. And exactly. To when they start to have, life gets a bit real, their love gets a bit real, and they start to doubt. Some few fishy habits are happening, down to when it just, just poop hits the fan and stuff is really going. Yeah.
She's so nice. She's so nice.
Stuff
I wouldn't have held back.
to when stuff is going down south, up to when they start to heal. And so throughout this whole process where we are representing each phase that I've described using colors. So right now we're in the beginning where they've met. So it's a very nice, light, confusing. You don't even know what really to say. It's just a feeling, and you see the person and it's crazy, and you just want to get to know them more and more. And so the color that we picked to represent this phase of love is yellow. So the next phase where they get to, their love gets to like not really shika and now it's on fire. It's red. Valentine's red.
Yo. What am I saying? I'm always ahead of the game.
I know. And exactly, all the colors are here. And then
Actually, pretty much almost all.
Yeah, I know. When after now their love has shikad, someone does something or someone says something they're not supposed to say, or they, just fishy habits happen, and then the color turns gray, as when the clouds turn.
I'm telling you, I'm pretty much a psychic now. Like I'm gonna start doing tarot readings.
So after Grey now, unfortunately, because of the doubt that they had, it really just escalated and went to Black. I mean, Black Nikolai Huzuni, we all know that's why we wear during funerals. So after Black, they'll figure out something and they'll find hope. Maybe they'll stay together and they'll weather the storm together, or maybe they'll just go their own separate ways, but they'll have to adjust and remember who they were, find the light, find the hope, and that's why we're representing that phase of love with white. So that's why the album is called Colors of Love, because you're going to be going through different colors to explain different types of love. And each color has songs. I can't say song, because there are gonna be many. So each phase stroke, each color has songs in it that basically just capture that mood, that particular phase that we're trying to describe and talk about. Yeah.
Okay, so like, question. So what's the track list like? Like, how many songs do we have on Colors of Love right now?
There's so many, you know. I think.
I know there's at least a minimum of like black, gray, white,
yellow, and red.
So
Yeah.
more than 5 songs.
5 phases, yes, definitely more than 5. But we want to tell a beautiful story. So Annie, just please, patience pays. And I think you should join the journey. Pole pole tu. Hakuna haja ya moto.
I'm gonna go with 12.
12. Let's wait and see. But definitely good quality music and good stories, good storytelling. Yeah, good songwriting.
So like, how long has it, like, all the songs are complete by now, they're just waiting to be released. But like, how long did it take you guys to like record the songs?
Oh man, it took a long time. You know what's so crazy? I found on my phone, wow, I found a recording of the first time we ever did one of the Black songs. And the Black song is coming out like, I mean, you know, it's later on because you have to tell the story. They haven't fallen, it was still in yellow. They haven't fallen in love yet. There hasn't been doubt yet. I found a recording from early 2016 of the first time we did that song in studio.
Really?
Yeah.
That's when
And it was bad. It was
Oh, really?
It was really bad. Because the thing is, we hadn't, I think there's honestly, okay, so let's say it's taken about 2 years at least because I found the recording. So it's taken about 2 years to record this album, but we've recorded the actual songs maybe at least three, but about 4 times per song.
But you know what's funny? There's some songs that we met later. You're talking about some songs that we met earlier and we marinated and the ones that basically just gave birth to this whole songwriting time and process that we enjoyed together. But there's some songs that came later and we barely know them, and I bet you anything, if you put a gun to her head or his head and he went like sing the whole song, I don't even think they'd be able to go through the whole thing and know all the lyrics.
So it's been each song has its own way that it was created. So some have taken a long time. Even the one that we recorded in 2016, it had been fully done and fully recorded. It's just that it wasn't where it wasn't a Black song. It wasn't where it was supposed to be. So we kept redoing it. Some like Heartbeats, like that, and then out. Thank you.
I was gonna give you guys props for the video. I noticed like the small details. She had like yellow nails. You had like the yellow thing on your eyes. You are slacking.
Good job. That's enough. Very few people noticed that. Good job.
So guys, now, fact. This is a fact most people know. The 3 of y'all is some really smart folks. Okay? Because I have an advocate.
Yes.
Are you a lawyer or an advocate? Another advocate, and then an actuarial scientist. So, so what I first want you guys to do, I want one of you guys to tell me what's the difference between an advocate and a lawyer.
Okay, so a lawyer is there's a very big difference, first of all, number one. So you can go to...
No, wait, you're the lawyer. I want her to say it. What's the difference between an advocate and a lawyer?
And I like that I'm answering this question because I always feel like you're disrespecting these guys because of calling them lawyers. They're not lawyers, they're advocates. Yeah. And if you just get a law degree, you're a lawyer. You know, the how many years? 4 years of school? You're a lawyer. Congratulations, that's a really good thing. And I'm not in any way, shape or form trying to like minimize whatever it is that you did. good job. But these guys, because I saw them suffer through Kenya School of Law. That's now when you get to go to the second part, which is go to Kenya School of Law, then sit for the bar exams. And those bar exams, I saw these guys, they struggled. This girl had tears at some point. So, yeah, and it really takes a lot of effort, and very many people don't make it through this part. They fail bar exams, but these guys actually passed through. The very first time they tried the exams, they passed. All of them? All 9. They passed all 9. So congratulations to these guys. Call them advocates. Don't call them lawyers. It's a very big difference because these guys went through the extra level of suffering, crucifixion, etc., and they made it. One time, one touch. They didn't even have to do any more papers. 9 papers in 2 weeks, right? Yeah. Back to back.
9 days, 9 pieces.
Exactly. 9 passes. Come on, somebody. Call them advocates. Don't call them lawyers.
Yes. Now, Mr. Yamaha, what is an actuarial scientist? I honestly have no idea. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Let me tell you. You know, I'm not even throwing shade, but I know it's because we usually talk about the advocates in the group. But I know she's No, it's just about math and a lot of calculations, and I know a lot of money is involved there as well. So a lot of numbers. A lot of numbers. So I think basically she's good at it, and that's why in Elani, in our group and the way we function, we give her that department. Anything that relates to logistics, to mathematics, to making sure how much money are we making, how much money is coming out of the bank. She's the one who handles that. Yeah. But actually, scientists, mazenyo waseni waswa noma sana, no shade at all. Nyo waseni wazi.
This guy just answered like a politician. What is an actuarial scientist? Well, you know, we always like to leave it up to her. She's So what is an actuarial scientist?
By the time, because I don't think very many, even I don't fully have a grasp on it. And by the time you don't have a grasp on it, it must be like some. Okay, but let me. This is what I think. So it's like analysis of like a business, right? If I'm not wrong, the business and like Brian said, the logistics and mathematics part of it that allows you to sort of foresee possible risk or something in the future for that business. Hey!
Bless you. Now I know.
Risk
analysis. Okay. That's just, let me tell you, for like years, ever since I was in high school, I just used to hear, what's a actuarial?
You're like, yeah.
What's a actuarial? All right. So guys, let me now take you guys back to like the video you guys dropped most recently. Yeah. Muhindi. Yeah. But before we answer that question, we have to answer another very serious question. Muhindi, boiled or roasted?
Roasted, please. Roasted, please. Roasted. There used to be a guy. Hold on. When I used to, oh my goodness, back in Langata. Oh no. Where, like, oh yeah. So, I bet you were not around at the time when there was this guy at the barracks bus stop, at the 15 bus stop, who had every day. He didn't even have chili. By the time he didn't even need chili. Just the wonder of his maize was just enough. And he was always there with the same cardboard. It was a cardboard box of a Kimbo box. It's just there fanning every day. And my mom used to do you know what I mean by every day? Okay. You know how like there's as in the way you're taken to school every day. When we were coming home every day, my mom would stop there. If it's not ready, we will sit in the car waiting for that guy. I wish I remembered his name. Akishila. Oh no. Then he moved to like another part of Langata Road, and then now, okay. Yeah. Right,
so boiled or roasted?
Me, roasted with some lemon, some salt, some chili. Manze, you know, ever since I was small, I enjoyed it. I still buy it right now. Kuna mso wangu manze, pato. Tutaonana tu.
Madam, this is like moment of truth, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're the tiebreaker.
Boiled or roasted?
Imagine, I'm really going to disappoint you guys. I don't like maize. I don't like it boiled.
Girl.
I don't like it roasted.
Girl.
For that reason.
Oh my God. You thought you knew your friends.
I know. For that reason, I don't eat muthokoi. I don't eat githeri. I'm just not a maize fan. I know. I think he'll survive without githeri.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think he'll survive.
Like, you think you know someone?
Yeah.
But if I had to, imagine I'd have it boiled. Like motugo. We call it motugo in Kikuyu.
I like. So many years. Sorry, I must say, be honest. I like boiled maize. Man.
Really?
Boiled maize.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
It's
See?
got a vibe.
Still cool though.
It's kind of
Yeah, from Shosho Bana. At least you gonna some memories hapo.
Alright, so on a serious note, Muhindi is a song about like food security in Kenya and the state of like how people are struggling and what's going on. But like, what inspired you guys to make the video now after 4 years? Because the song came out on your your first album.
Our first album, and it came out in the first album, but we'd actually written it years before that. I think maybe 2011. We were performing it as early as 2011. 2011, 2012. And the thing that's so crazy and why it had to come out now is because even the issue that is being discussed, because even when we were writing it in 2012, this is before, or 2011, this is before there was an Unga crisis, this is before there was the poisoning, the sugar, all those things, before all those things, but food security was still an issue then. And the fact that 6 years later, the same thing is still happening, the same problems are still happening. What really inspired us about it is because when food became part of the Big Four agenda during the election, and afterward, we're like, okay, here it is, big agenda. We're going to work on it. Yeah. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? So it really made us start to think about how easy it is to say that this is a big issue that we hope that the government can help with, and forget that this is not a far removed thing from us. This is not a Mandera, Garissa, arid area issue. There are people who, your cleaning ladies' kids are amongst probably or possibly those 10 million children who won't eat today. You know what I mean? And we are so desensitized by the fact that you've been bombarded with these visuals of a hungry kid. You can almost everyone can write the documentary. Everyone can write that foreign aid documentary about and I'm not knocking, here's the thing, I'm also not knocking the people who do that. You see, I'm not knocking the for £1 a day, because they are doing what they can with the skill they have, right? But every single individual is able to at least improve the life of one person next to them. And if everybody for one day tried one thing, almost every Kenyan will eat today. Does that make sense? So
it's a basic right the Constitution provides for the right to food. So we can do something about it. Let's conversate about it. Si vibe sana Twitter, lakini hatuwezi vibe on this kind of a level on the same frequency. So let's do that. I think we are brilliant enough, we are smart enough, we can fix it. Let's talk.
Like people are loving it. I'm seeing like the hashtag is going on, like people on Twitter interacting with you guys.
Yeah, and we're so glad that an issue that usually, like I said, just thrown away as this big political confusing issue is now being brought back, and that's what the song was for, because a song simplifies things. A song takes this great concept and just makes it a tune. So that's what we're hoping to do, to now make the general public, like exactly what Brian is saying, let the conversation on Twitter also be, what can I do today to help these people?
What are you guys doing today?
Today we're here to talk about Muhindi. Today we're here songwriting and writing new songs, because we are people who are driven by a lot of hope, responsibility, and we believe to whom much is given, much is expected. So we are here to make a difference. We're here to talk to you, to spark your mind, to make the difference. So tafadhali maze, usikae hapo, kuna watu wanasafa, watu hawana food. It's not only in the arid areas. You can do something right now. Right now. Please, do that. You have a voice it. Yeah, just voice it.
All right, so I want to check in. First, let me check in on Facebook and see who's like watching us right now. And but before that, yeah, I want to find out from you guys before someone stole my idea. I'm really curious to find out, because like I've seen a couple of your interviews and stuff, and the chemistry you guys have is like, it's like sitcom chemistry, you know what I mean? Like, so how long have you guys known each other?
Wow, I think over a decade. Honestly, like imekuwa ni kama marriage. It's not even a friendship anymore. Like, we've known each other for over, I think 9 or 10 years. Yeah, our families know each other, our brothers know each other, our sisters. Yani, mtu akijaribu kwenda mahali solo career hakuna mahali utaenda. Ni intervention, unaitiwa intervention. Yeah. And it's beautiful, at the end of the day, because we share a common goal, common passion, and we love the music. So we'll always be around this kind of space. Yeah, and we're here to make a difference, Maze. If you have a voice, voice it.
Walk though, I'm gonna give you that.
Well, thank you.
They say if you've been friends for more than 7 years, high chances that you're gonna be friends forever.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I think that because Wamboy and I are very similar in that our friend list is like 4 people. Brian is more of the 4 people and a dog. It's true. So Brian is more extroverted than we are for sure. But I think that is a true thing because for Wamboy and I to be able to stay in one place with one group of people for even 4 years, they are going to be your friends forever. It's like, yeah.
Someone in the comments says they really, really want to hear a song. So
What song do you want?
I want to find out, are we writing a song today or do you guys want to play something?
We can play something. We can.
Yeah, we can. We can do both. But
you can sing your song that's like all the way back from there.
ooh, yeah, and then we'll sing you guys Muhindi so that you join us in our wokeness. Then that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
So do you want to the thing? Just give me 1 second.
Feedback. Check the sound over the house. No, you don't do this.
Miaka 16 kidato cha kwanza, pokea salamu siku mpya. Insider za kwanza zasifiwa bomba, kaipokea tetesi moja shuleni wikendi. Hey, barua ulioituma nimeshasoma na sijaweza kupumua, moyo wangu waridhika, sijaweza kupumua. Hapo zamani kajua ningekuoa, hapo zamani ukiambiwa unapendwa, waamini ukipendwa una imani. Haiwelele, 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 haiwelele.
Good job! Like you can hold a note.
Yeah.
Good job.
Not everyone can do that.
So anyway, yo, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna drop you guys a freestyle, but you
You know, also the guitar is
Balance
right
the
here.
leg. Balance the leg.
And we're here.
Shut.
Just play. I know. Just wait.
Alright, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I'm gonna drop something for you guys in a bit, so don't worry about that.
I'm personally ready.
But so I also wanted to find out, considering all the stuff that you guys have going on in your lives, like, how do you guys make time to make music?
I think something that we learned very early on, first of all, is the power of Brian calls it the power of 3. Is the power of 3. You have the BMW.
BMW.
No, I get it.
We are ready.
Yeah? You guys already got Ford, now you're trying to get on that. Jesus Christ.
You know,
I was broke then.
we are already like tailor-made to represent
The triple A's.
the car brand.
You can choose us too. That can be our slogan.
God chose us.
You can choose us too.
So good. Yeah, but balance time. So first we've learned the power of delegating. So when Wamboy was speaking about how we were in school, because we've been together for such a long time that we all went through school together. So after the 4 years of university, and everyone was done at the same time, but then I have 2 extra years of school because of KSL. The day I did my last exam for KSL was the day we had a concert that day. I think we're launching our album. So something like that. So the thing is, if I don't trust these guys to do what they're supposed to do, there's no way I'd have been able to do my exam and then leave my exam room at 2, to go to change and launch a whole album. So there had to have been, you know what I mean? There's a trust and a delegation and a time sharing thing that we've figured out. So that's really a good thing. But also just managing your time. You can do anything. Listen here, you can do anything that you want to do if you just manage your time properly. There's people always say, and they always use Beyonce. Beyonce has the same 24 hours in a day that all of us.
I can't wait to make it, and then I start telling people we all have the same 24 hours.
It's true though. No, but it's true. And from the beginning of your day to the end of the day, what are you doing? If you for example like us, and you're not picking a more conventional 8 to 5 type job, can you then make your day such that 8 to 5 you're actually still working like a person would be working? You know what I mean? So work 8 to 5. Make sure you do your work 8 to 5 so that when your friends are now out of their actual offices, you guys can all go and watch a movie, and you're not feeling, you know, that you're denying yourself anything. Yeah.
So like, who's the mom of the group? Yeah, like who's the most? You should do this. Don't be like, you know, we have a concert tomorrow.
Yeah, and I don't think we are there, but I think if we had to give someone that job or that title, it'd have to be Maureen.
True.
Yeah, it would really have to be Maureen. Yeah,
But
she's
everybody, but it's not that there's now, when you say mom, it's not that there's a situation where people need to be like rounded up and
Mommed
rallied
up.
It's just that I'm the one who's a bit more extra than everybody else. I'm just extra.
I'm also really curious to find out how easy has it been like making music in Kenya? Because I know people are always complaining. Like how easy? How? Let me even ask how hard is it to make money? Let's because everybody wants money. How hard is it to make money through music in Kenya?
To make money through music, it's easy. Making it in the industry is the hardest part. For real, by the way, for sure. It's the content, because if you have the content, you will make the money. Yeah, because your music will sell you, and that's basically how life works in this industry. Like, we all have challenges constantly. It was the biggest challenge when we started out, because we had no money to even record. Guitars usually 25, 30K after we have saved for like, yeah. So you can try and imagine, like, and that was like 10 years ago. So before people knew us, we were like 7 years in. And then we did the album. Now we are 3 years in. So anyone who knows Elani, Elani has been there for like 3 years. So it's quite tough, and only the tough get going. But definitely, if you believe in your craft and you just keep working at it, it's not hard. Wacha nikwambie, content ndio inauza kila kitu. Content is everything. It's easy to make money. People are making money, and people will look for you. And that's the beauty about life, because I think our first album, the way things happened, it's just because we had good quality content and we had favor from God, and plus the fans were with us. So kila kitu ilikuja tu, kila kitu kwa muda yake. Lakini sitasema.
I think there's a really good point Brian has made. First, make sure that what your product is a good one. But also, first he stepped on me 7 times, but it's okay. But also, make sure that you're prepared for the opportunities that will come because you're skilled. So money making, yes, absolutely. You must make sure that you have good content coming out consistently. But also, you need to be able to have that business mind where you need to be prepared for every possible opportunity. If they call you for a gig, make sure you've been rehearsing. If they call you for a songwriting session, make sure you've been having songwriting days. If you have you know what I mean? Just consistently prepare yourself. It's called what? Sharpening the axe. So you sharpen the axe. Make ssure the axe is sharp so that when it's time to... We're clever.
I told you these guys be smart, man.
When it's time to cut down the tree, you don't have to work that hard. So the most work that there is in this thing, in prepping, in making sure that when what it sounds like on the record is what you can sound like live, because very often.
First of all, props. I was standing right here the whole time. They sound so like harmonic. See what I'm saying? See, I also got the words. I read word books.
One thing, you know, because for any upcoming artist who's listening to this, don't get into the industry for money, because uta make dough. Hii kitu inahitaji a lot of passion, a lot of diligence, a lot of consistency. Kama uko in it for the money, brother, sister, ni kunoma. So just, if you want to make money, just do good work. It'll sell itself. Now utakuwa na laugh all the way to the bank, smiling.
So
I've always had a visual of someone walking all the way, laughing all the way to the bank, you know. Anyway, carry on, I'm sorry.
it's okay, it's cool. I love it. Okay, so he said something about like having the fans and everything like that. I have to do the small prayer. I have to do the small prayer.
It'll be fine. It's good.
I have to do. You have to do that. Father, I know. I dropped that paper outside. You know that's true though. That's true. Okay, so wait, my God. You know these smart kids are not as smart as you think they are. Wow. Wow. So Alicia Nyagodhe says it's easy to make money in Kenya. Ni vile tu kuna corruption. So is that the same case for like the music industry?
True. That's actually very true. She's raised a very good point. So one of the ways of being prepared when you're trying to make money is to understand what your revenue streams are, how you can make money. And Wamboi gives a wonderful list of the ways that you can make money. And there's sales of your song, sales of your album, merchandise, concerts, and then royalties. And now royalties, like when we had this discussion a few years back, the thing with royalties is, and that's where Alicia's point really comes into play. If the CMO is the collective management organization, the ones who collect your money from radio stations on behalf of all artists. If that was like clean and actually giving the artists the money that they collect, because it's billions, if you're actually giving artists the money that they collect, artists right now just singing songs and going home would be a job. Like your job is just to sing the song, make sure it's doing well, make sure it's played on radio, go home and be a millionaire. And that would be an ideal thing. We're still working towards fixing that whole CMO situation and getting artists paid for what they're worth. But Alicia makes a very good point. There is an element of corruption here. And also the corruption is widespread. There are events also, event organizers sometimes, not all of them, there's some really good event organizers, but sometimes there's an event organizer trying to slide some every once in a while. But if we were to talk about corruption, it would definitely be with regard to royalties. And if that's sorted out, then artists' lives will change completely.
Someone called Degika just said, Maureen! Because there's some exclamation marks, so I had to visual. And Ted Cliff says he's like, please ask them to sing Heartbeat. Yeah, someone really wants to hear you guys sing Heartbeat. Okay. So, let me see what else. Someone said use Swahili.
Use Swahili. Mnataka manze tubonge Kiswahili sanifu, tuonge Kiswahili sanifu ama tuonge broken Swahili?
That was I mean I know you guys sing in Swahili, but please just say that one more time.
Kwani unadhani sisi tumetoka wapi?
Bobbiest Swahili I ever done heard, my dude.
I have a switch button. Yeah. Mimi nakuanga na switch button all the time.
Me. Mama gangster. Mnajua mimi nikianza kubonga sasa ajui.
Don't even.
Nikishaanza kubonga.
So I have someone else said we should try to mix. Alicia was really happy that you acknowledged her. And then she was. I never see all the comments because then I get lost for that ones that were all the way at the top. So
Did you hear what wonderful thing you just said? You guys are writing so much that we're losing comments.
Thank you guys.
Yep, Ted Cliff is also in love with Maureen.
Say hi, Maureen.
Ted. No application fee.
Wow.
20,000 non-refundable. Ted, application fee 20,000 non-refundable. Unaanzia hapa. Line inaanzia hapa. Tafadhali.
How? The fee keeps every interview.
When was the last time it was how much?
It started at 2K. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. No, I think he was just opening it up until people were serious about it. He's like, oh.
People are making serious.
If you're serious, by the way, you chomoa 20K. By the way, nimsako serious. Genuine.
Oh my God. That's a percentage of your salary.
Manze, 20K. Maureen ako hapa hivi. Please. This is the way to go. Anzeni na mimi. Hapa ndio applications. Hapa.
Someone has okay, so 1 second. So Samuel Mwangi, you said kwani leo ni Yellow Wednesday. Naona kila mtu hajakosa yellow wear. Could you
Yellow fellas.
Why are we in yellow?
Yellow fellas.
The Yellow Fellas. He is the newest member of the Yellow Fellas. So,
Fellas. Yellow fellas. Tafadhali kama unataka kujoin, vaa yellow man. Let me tell you, yellow looks good. Squeezy by them madema wachukuanga soja vaa yellow.
Speaking of yellow, let's just talk about Black Girl Magic. and how I feel like black man magic. I just feel like black people look really nice in yellow. Black magic.
Yeah, and we didn't even know that. We didn't even quite understand that when we picked yellow, it wasn't also nothing to do with like our skin is going to look great. But when we look at photos, we're like, oh, okay.
Black magic, but I feel like that sounds like a bad thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say black people magic.
Black
Sorry,
folk. Black
I'm
folk,
done.
black folk.
I owe you like coffee now, or like
Let me just.
I'm gonna definitely just I'm gonna buy you like something for sure. That's definitely for sure. Black folk magic. This is why you
Yeah.
guys are the songwriters. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So someone is really dying to hear Heartbeat. So can we let's see if we can do that as we close up, because I know you guys have somewhere to be. So yeah. All right.
So
Can we do something a cappella for you guys?
Yeah, for sure.
I just can't let you go.
Girl, wait, I'm sorry. Wait.
Let me tell you something. It's a very hard song for me to sing.
Okay, let's we can rest. Brian, just start your verse.
Oh.
But good job. It already
Congratulations. I have like this
I was
one.
ready.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was ready to go.
Okay, Brian, sing the verse. Hey.
do I need the mic or I can just sing?
You can sing it.
You
Stop
know
there.
you're on my mind, I can't let you walk away. Your beat is in my heart, I feel you a mile away. Nanjaro zako kali kali, nisicheze mbali. Ntakulinda hata muda wa diwali.
I just can't let you go.
Yeah, baby.
I just can't let you go. I need to let you know that my heart it beats for you.
What do you think we're saying in that little other part?
I don't know.
So let's teach you the chant now that you're here. So I sing.
My heart it beats for you, oh boy.
Shaka booty pati ay ay.
What?
Shaka booty pati ay ay.
Oh,
Shaka booty pati ay ay.
Cause my heart it beats for you.
Shaka booty pati ay ay.
Exactly.
Shaka booty pati ay ay.
I've been trying to figure that out.
Heart it beats for you.
Guys, that was so beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So first of all, there's like some marriage requests going down over there. Who here is married?
To the Lord.
We are all
To the Lord.
we are all married to the Lord
Lord
and Savior
Jesus
Jehovah. Jehovah.
Alright. Lakini kuja na ile application fee.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Maybe they'll check you.
Please,
You can help us.
20K,
You can remind
20K.
us with the 20K.
Yeah.
Unasemanga unatuma tu 20K message unaandika jina. My Wamboi ama my Mori.
Bas.
One time.
And keep in mind, you gotta have like game. This is songwriters. They ain't come soft. Alright. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We had a good
I
time.
had
It was
amazing-
fun.
So first of all, you refused my tea. It's fine. It was here. It was waiting.
It's
Let's go.
constitutionally chic.
But now get
Oh,
step by
yeah.
step by step. Bye.
It was so good.
Bye, so that we can write some
Thank
songs.
you.
It's true.
I hope you guys
Thank
enjoy
you.
it.
Thank you.
And I'm waiting for the next song. You said quick succession.
Yeah.
And it's yellow. And it's
And
yellow
it's
as
yellow.
well.
It's still yellow.
Correct.
Alright, guys, thank you so much.
But
We'll
thank
be
you so much
back.
for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. Goodbye.
The yellow fellas still have a song to write.
Yes.
There we go. Well, I love you guys so much. Yo, guys, my name is Shamika. This has been Celeb 254 with the amazing Elani. One of the most forward-thinking musical trios that I have heard of in Kenya and like almost anywhere. And I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yo, if you did not catch this video from the beginning, once it's done, you can always go back to the beginning and watch the whole thing. They had a lot of gems to drop. They sang 2 beautiful songs. And they're just like some really cool people. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Shamika. Bless you.